A number of countries have updated their travel advice to the United States in the wake of a crackdown on immigration by the Trump administration. Travelers have reported being detained at the U.S. border even though they had valid travel visas. Germany updated its travel advisory for the U.S. this week after a number of its citizens were detained at customs and then deported.
What was intended as a short vacation turned into a nightmare. German tourist Lukas Silaf was detained upon arrival in the U.S. and hauled into a detention facility.
They put me in chains everywhere, around my stomach, on my hands, my feet. Then they put me in a van and drove me to the detention center in Sabotage.
Lucas was returning to the U.S. from a vacation in Mexico. He says he had a valid U.S. tourist visa, but ended up spending 16 days in detention before being allowed to return to Germany. And his arrest is part of an apparent trend involving temporary visa holders and visitors being detained by U.S. border officials on their way into the country. Canadian actress Jasmine Mooney has a similar story. She was detained for 12 days over an incomplete visa.
There was no heads up. Next thing you know, I'm taken and for 2 weeks haven't been told anything, moved in different cells, sleeping on cement, sleeping in different jail cells. Like, it just, nothing makes sense to me.
A French scientist, in turn, was denied entry into the U.S. after his phone was searched by customs. Officials at the airport found messages criticizing the Trump administration's cuts to science programs. All deportees say they did not violate U.S. immigration policies nor commit any crimes.
Nobody is safe there anymore to come to America as a tourist. I get a lot of questions from people who want to visit America, and I try to help them and tell them my experience, that they need to be careful.
Immigration attorneys have now begun advising people to ensure their social media profiles are free of criticism of the U.S. administration to increase their chances of entering the country.